and welcome to Kids Corner on Armstrong Channel 20. I'm Miss Krista, and I'm so excited today to be at Canfield Hilltop Elementary School in Mrs. Zet's and Mrs. Fowdy's kindergarten classes. Do you like animals? Sure you like animals, everyone likes animals. But do you know that some animals lay eggs and some animals had babies? What if some of those animals that had babies laid eggs, like a cow, or a horse, or a zebra? Well, this is what happened to Marjorie in The Cow That Laid an Egg by Andy Cutbill. We're gonna have so much fun reading this story, and then we're gonna make our own spotted eggs. Who knows what animal could be inside? It's only limited by your imagination. I hope that you love this book and our craft, and if you would like Armstrong to come to your school, have a grown-up email us at channel20, that's channel20@agoc.com. Let's get ready to go into our kindergarten class. Come on. Did you have to wear your big coat and your big hat and your big mittens today? No, you had to wear like medium mittens, huh? And a medium coat and a medium hat, right? You know why? We are in a season right now. There's 4 seasons. What season are we in? What season are we in?
Winter.
And what season do we have next? What season is after winter? You a polka dot girl?
Spring.
Spring is coming up. What happens in the spring? What do you start to notice in the spring? You sparkle girl.
You go to swim club.
You go to the swim club. Well done. What about you?
We get to go to the beach.
You go to the beach, so you're starting to think of swimming in warm weather, huh? What else? What happens outside?
Leaves the snow starts to melt.
Okay, the snow starts to melt, leaves start to grow. What else?
And, grass starts growing.
Grass starts growing. Good job. What about you, Hello Kitty girl?
It starts to get warmer.
It starts to get warmer. What about you, Peace Sign girl?
Go out and ride your bike.
You go outside and ride your bike. What about you?
You can go in the ocean.
You can go in the ocean. I love to go in the ocean. What about you, Cupcake?
The leaves turn different colors.
Oh, yeah, that comes right after spring and then summer. Those leaves are always doing stuff, aren't they? There's all kinds of colors to them. What about you, Snowflake?
Grass starts to grow.
Grass starts to grow. What about you, Rainbow Girl? The Easter Bunny comes. What about you, Music?
When somebody plants trees and it grows for the sun and rain.
Oh, yes, it grows because of the sun and rain. Somebody didn't mention there's one thing that happens. Happens usually around springtime. You probably see it in Canfield because there's some farms around here. You probably see animals outside. What do you think, Sparkly Hearts?
The flowers grow.
The flowers grow. They sure do, all different colors of flowers. What about you?
The Canfield Fair.
The Canfield Fair comes up. It sure does. Right at the end of summer, huh? We all look forward to the Canfield Fair. Who goes to the pumpkin barn at the Canfield Fair? Oh, I love the pumpkin barn. Who goes to the baby animal barn? Do you like baby animals?
Yes.
Guess when a lot of baby animals are born? Guess what season a lot of baby animals are born in? Who didn't we get yet? Who didn't? Yes, Superman.
They go in the summer.
They do. They start to grow in the summer. You're right. When are they born in, do you think? When are they born in? Do we have anybody? You, all the way in the back, Captain America. By the way, in case you're wondering, my husband's favorite superhero. Yep. What do you think? What season when everything starts to grow?
Summer.
Close. What's right before summer? What season are we going to be in next after winter when it starts to warm up? Spring, good job. In spring, we see a lot of baby animals. And some baby animals come from eggs, right? Like little baby chicks, huh? And some baby animals come from their mommies. right? So we have all different kinds. So sometimes we have eggs like ducks and all kinds of birds and cows. Interesting, you say that. Who thinks that who thinks that a cow can lay an egg? Do you think that makes the cows feel bad? Like, are they like, boy, I wish I could just lay an egg?
Cows give babies milk.
That's right. Miss Krista, I live right by a farm. I pass a farm every day, and Mr. Greg knows it because sometimes when we go home from Kids Corner, when we go back to our Armstrong office, Mr. Greg takes me past my cows. And sometimes there's babies. The farmer doesn't know that they're my cows, kind of named them all, but sometimes there's babies, and you can see the babies drinking from their mama's udders. What about you?
Baby chicks hatch.
Baby chicks hatch. What else? What else is laid from an egg? What else? What other kind of animal do you think lays an egg where babies come from eggs?
Ducks.
Ducks, you're right. What about you, Stripey?
Roosters.
Roosters, good, okay. Yep, you're right. What else? Yep, you in the white. Chickens, okay. Sparkly hearts, back to you.
Chickens.
Chickens, good. Football friend, what about you?
Snakes.
Snakes, who knew that? Who knew that snakes lay eggs? And they have an egg tooth when they come out to help them get through the egg, and then the egg tooth falls off. I just learned that. One of my daughters is in 1st grade, and she taught me that from her book. What about you in the back? Yep.
Lizard.
Lizards, you're right. Lizards lay eggs. What about you?
Birds.
Birds, you're right. All different kinds of birds. What about you? I'm sorry, honey?
Pigs.
Pigs. Oh, that'd be so cool if a pig could lay an egg. If a pig could lay an egg, what color do you think that egg would be? Pink. What if let me think of what else. What if a cat laid an egg? What would that look like? What do you think that would look like if a cat laid an egg? Yep, you in the white, bow girl.
Me?
Oh, it could be. What about you?
Red birds can lay eggs.
What can?
Red birds can
Red birds, you're right. Like cardinals can lay eggs. What if a dog laid an egg? What would that look like? What would it look like if a dog laid an egg?
Hairy?
It would look like that, a hairy egg. That would be awesome. What about you, helicopter guy? What do you think?
A platypus.
Oh, you're right, a platypus lays eggs.
It's only a mammal what does.
It's only mammals? Really?
Mammal what lays eggs.
It's the only mammal that lays eggs. Okay, that's great. Are you like 15? No, well, you're smart. What about you?
Crocodiles lay eggs.
Crocodiles lay eggs. What about penguins? Do penguins lay eggs?
Yeah.
What about koala bears? No, but koala bear's a mammal. Yeah, what about you?
Lions.
Lions. What would it look like if a lion laid an egg?
Really furry.
It would be so cool. Well, guess what? I'm going to read you a story, if that's okay, about a cow that laid an egg. And guess what we do with stories like this? Is this story fiction? Is it true? Do you think the story is true?
No.
Nope. It's fiction. This story is not true, but it's funny, and it helps us stretch our creativity. So even though we know it's not true, it's a pretty funny story. The Cow That Laid an Egg by Andy Cutbill. Marjorie the cow felt down in the dumps. "What's wrong, Marge?" clucked the chickens. Maybe Marjorie's living in Northeast Ohio and she hasn't seen sunshine. "I don't feel special," said Marjorie. "I can't ride bicycles and do handstands like the other cows. I just feel so ordinary." That night, the chickens hatched a cunning plan. The following morning, there was an almighty commotion in the barnyard. "I've laid an egg!" shrieked Marjorie. All the other cows were astonished. None of them had ever laid an egg before. The farmer's wife called the local newspaper. Even the farmer came running. "Oh my goodness!" he cried. "Marjorie's laid an egg!" People came from far and wide. "We're extremely proud of Marjorie," announced the farmer to the crowd. Marjorie felt much more special now, and the chickens were as pleased as Punch too. But the other cows weren't so happy. "Our bicycle riding and handstands feel rather ordinary now. Something funny is going on. Cows don't lay eggs. Chickens lay eggs. We don't think you laid that egg," the cows said to Marjorie. "We think the crafty chickens did it." Marjorie felt shocked. "Prove it," said the chickens. How was she going to prove it? So they all waited for the egg to hatch. Day after day, they watched at Marjorie as Marjorie sat on the egg to keep it warm. Nothing happened. Until suddenly, one morning, they heard a noise. "Tap, tap, tap. Here it comes," shouted one of the cows. And as Marjorie stood up, tap, 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 the egg cracked open and out hopped a small, brown, feathery bundle. Is it a cow? Is it a chicken? It's not a cow. "There," said one of the cows, nodding, "a chicken." Suddenly, the tiny creature looked up at Marjorie. "Moo!" it said loudly. Marjorie smiled and held her baby tight. "A cow," she said, and she promptly named it Daisy. Daisy, is that a good name for a cow? Is that a good name for a chicken? No. It's kind of both, huh? It's a chow. It's a chicken and a cow. Well, I hope that you love this story because we are going to do something fun. Do you like to do fun things? Yeah. We're going to do a craft. I love crafts. We're going to do this craft with this material. It's sort of like glue, but it's called Mod Podge. And it's stinky and runny, but lots and lots of fun. And we love to use Mod Podge because you know who loved Mod Podge? Well, you're right, I do love it now. I love it so I even bought a bottle for home. Mr. Greg's mommy loved Mod Podge. So when we use Mod Podge, we think of Mrs. Roten. And we say, thumbs up, Mrs. Roten. Hope you enjoy this craft. So we are going to do a really fun craft, spotted eggs, just like Marjorie's egg. And we're going to show our friends here and you at home how to cover this egg in glue and put lots of spots on it. Okay, my friends, you have a lot of things on your table, correct? And you can start exploring. You can pick up your paintbrushes. That's your paintbrush to use. And the paintbrush is not going to be used for paint. It's going to be used for glue. We're going to use a special kind of glue called Mod Podge. And Mod Podge looks like milk. It's a little thicker than milk, but it looks sort of like melted ice cream, melted vanilla ice cream. And I'm going to give you each, what is this? An egg. And I've got these eggs at the local craft store, which are in heavy supply right now because a special holiday is coming up that uses plastic eggs. And I put a wire through the top. And I put this wire through the top so that when you take your creation home, you can hang it on your door, or hang it on your arm, or hang it on your ear, or just hand it to someone like this. You could even hang it on a tree if you wanted to. And it's something to hold on to because we're going to use glue. Glue is messy, right? That's not news, right? You know that. So that's why you have a plate in front of you. Your plate is your workstation. Your goal is to keep any glue drippings on your plate, not on the table. Miss Krista's going to clean the tables when you're done, but we'd like to keep as much glue on the plate as we can. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do here. In front of you, you also have lots and lots of spots. Lots and lots and lots of spots. Miss Krista's kids last night, Emma and Sarah, helped me cut out 2,000 spots. We had a lot of fun doing it. 2,000, I know, right? 2,000 spots. But it was actually very, very easy. Do you know why? I used this. It's a spot cutter. I know, what will they think of next? It's a spot cutter, and you can find this in the scrapbook section of any store, and you can get any kind of shape you want. But in honor of Marjorie the cow and her black spotted egg, black spots for the cow, we're going to use just spots. I have all different kinds in front of you depending on what kind of animal you want your egg to be. It's a baby egg. What kind of animal do you want it to be? There's pink ones in case you want a pig. What about you? Alligator. Alligator, so maybe green ones. Maybe all mixed up dots in case you want to be a surprise, right? I don't know what's inside. So here's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to show you. I'm putting a little bit of glue right on my egg, okay? Just a little bit to start with. See, just a little bit. Okay, can we see over there, my friends? Just a little bit of glue right over here. I'm going to pick up my spot, and I'm going to use purple. It's one of my favorite colors. And I'm going to put it right in that glue. And you might have to press it down a little bit. Your hands might get a little mushy, but that's okay because we can wash this off. This is washable. And I might even put a little glue. Oh, that's why I had too many glue spots. I'll put 2 spots on there. And I'm holding it down a little bit, and I'm putting a little bit of glue on top. You know why? This is going to dry clear. This glue will dry clear. So I'm being very careful. I'm not rushing through this. I'm being very nice and neat. I'm even taking my fingers and spreading the glue around. This is actually Mod Podge mixed with water. And that's why it looks like melted ice cream. And the reason we use water is so that we can saturate the paper. Saturate means get it all wet, not just the top of it or the bottom of it, but make it soak all the way through. Are you ready to make your spotted egg? And what kind of creature is going to come out of here?
Blue jay.
Maybe
a blue jay.
A blue jay. I love blue jays. Maybe a four-headed gildamazoo?
I like blue jays.
Me too. Well, I had so much fun today in Mrs. Zetz and Mrs. Foudy's kindergarten classes at Canfield Hilltop Elementary School. What animals do you think lay eggs? Can a horse lay an egg?
No.
Can a zebra lay an egg?
No.
Can a cow lay an egg?
Yes.
Well, it depends. If you're Marjorie, a cow laid an egg, huh? And that's what we read. The Cow That Laid an Egg by Andy Cutbill. And then we used our imaginations and made our very own spotted baby eggs. Some eggs have horses in them, some eggs have cows in them. One egg has a lizard in it. So I hope that you enjoyed our book and our craft, and I hope you'll use your own imagination and lots of Mod Podge to make your own baby egg. If you would like Armstrong to come to your school, have a grown-up email us at channel20, that's channel20@agoc.com. Until then, I'm Miss Krista with Mr. Greg for a Kids Corner on Armstrong Channel 20. I hope you have a fantastic day.